Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to this latest episode of Fresh Review Friday. So sit back, relax, grab your cigar, maybe a drink, and enjoy. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Fresh Review Friday, and not rolling solo this time, back in my dad's, and I'm not just with my dad this time. We're here with a very special guest, a good friend of ours named Rick. Say hello.
Hi. Who's also a dad.
Who is also a dad, yeah. So 3 dads for the price of, I don't know. Anyways, so...
I thought this was a free... Is this free?
This is free, yeah.
Oh, so there's no cost.
No, I was just making a really lame joke that you made even lamer by interjecting.
Okay. Duly noted.
It is week 4 of Cuevas Month, and we are going back to the core lineup of the original cigars released by Casa Cuevas, the Connecticut Habano and Maduro. And tonight we are reviewing the Maduro. Dad, what is Maduro Spanish for?
It's Spanish for Maduro.
So without any further ado or lame jokes, cue music. What's up, everybody? You're watching Dad Smoking Cigars, sponsored by Casa Cuevas Cigars, from our casa to yours. Thanks for joining me, and as I said before, hanging with these cool guys right here, my dad and our good friend Rick. So, Rick, tell us how you know my dad, how you've been pretty much a part of the family for a number of years now.
I started working with Kevin, your dad.
Yes.
About 10 plus years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So just really been a full support person.
Absolutely.
And been kind of graciously accepted to the fold here.
Yes.
Part of Team KG.
He is part of the Garrett clan. But suffice it to say, Rick has been a part of many good times with our family. We've gone and done a lot of things together.
Here's to one more.
Here's to one more, exactly. So are we going to raise cigars or raise wine? I think wine. Absolutely.
No whining.
Cheers.
So, and a good wine goes with a good Maduro, so...
By the way, shameless plug brought to you by Chateau Montelena and also our friends at Mason Vineyards.
Very nice. So
they didn't pay us for that, but if they want to, we're okay with that.
So, Dad, your cigar. I think now, after all the jibber jabber, we can go ahead and toast and light up and do all that fun stuff. Do we have all of our stuff?
We have all of our stuff.
I am a straight out amateur cigar smoker.
Okay.
Is what I will say.
Watch me. Okay. Watch me. So, toast the foot.
I taught him everything he knows.
Pretty much.
This one doesn't work.
Too much.
We're having some.
It was a long day on the golf course.
Technical difficulties. So toast the foot ever so. Just try to make sure that it doesn't quite touch the foot. If it does, it's okay.
Rick likes his foot well done.
Yes, he does.
I do. I like it toasty.
So.
And then what?
And then you do this.
Pyrotechnics.
Take which one you want.
Any old buddy.
Got a nice, very rich flavor right off the bat. Kind of chocolatey, isn't it? Just a tiny bit.
Yes. Very dark.
Mm-hmm.
So normally the cigars that I do smoke, I like the more flavored vanilla kind of.
Yeah.
So smoking one that doesn't have a lot of that flavor, or those induced flavors.
Yes.
That's nice. This is actually not very harsh. It is very smooth.
No.
Dark.
The darker cigars sometimes are mistaken for very strong, and these actually aren't terribly strong.
I don't feel like it's strong.
No.
The other thing you'll notice about a Casa Cuevas cigar is, unlike a lot of cigars that spend a lot of time in your humidor, is they tend to be softer, a little bit more pliable.
Mm-hmm.
This one has a very firm wrapper, but don't let that put you off. It doesn't mean it's a dry cigar. Mm-hmm. Actually, that dark wrapper is very rich and very smooth, as Kyle just commented. And it's a really, really smooth draw and a rich smoke. I mean, they're just kind of fogging me over here.
You see all that smoke output right there. Yeah. A lot of smoke is a very good thing.
Oh, okay.
Because I have smoked some cigars that put out vapor, and it just wasn't a fun experience. So this you're getting a good experience because of the smoke output. You want that out of a cigar.
You want that output. You need that output.
Mm-hmm. So first impressions, Rick.
My first impression, so I will say my pre-impression was I wasn't sure if I was going to like this type of cigar.
Okay.
Because, again, like I said, I like the more flavored.
Absolutely.
So I was kind of nervous. Not knowing a lot about cigars, I kind of see what Kev is saying about the firmness of it.
Yeah.
The draw on it is very nice. It definitely is fuller.
Yep.
In the mouth.
Absolutely. Shameless plug. So, well, I'm glad you're enjoying it right off the bat. It's this is a great company. I don't just say that because they are the sponsor for the channel, but because I have yet to have, and I don't ever expect to have, a bad experience with a Casa Cuevas cigar. So, it's always been an excellent smoke, good flavor, good construction, all of that good stuff. But getting ahead of myself because we're just getting started, so we're going to kind of take a little time to smoke this down, and we'll be back with you guys after the first third, and we'll give you our thoughts then.
Check that World Series score while we're on pause, ladies and gentlemen. The
Yes,
Dodgers are in the lead.
We will be doing that.
They're winning at 6.
It goes up on, because right now it's the, anyway, it doesn't matter. They don't care. So, yes.
Some of us care.
You'll know when this was just based off of that. So, anyways, be back with you guys in a sec. All right, guys. We just wrapped up the first third of the Casa Cuevas Coraline Maduro. And I think the consensus is that it's pretty damn good. Wouldn't you say, Rick?
It's pretty good.
Yeah. For something that, and you were talking about it before, for something that's non-flavored, you were surprised at how much you're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's not a kick in the face.
Yeah. And that's one of the things when I introduce like friends of mine who have never smoked like a legit cigar or cigar at all, period, is I try to make sure that I don't throw at them like, oh, here's the strongest cigar I have in my humidor. Yeah. Enjoy that. And hopefully you're not dizzy as all hell with a nice little nicotine buzz at the end of it. I've experienced those, and sometimes they're fun.
Which can be fun.
Yes, but not always. Because I've had a few cigars kick my ass. And
yeah, enjoy a good meal first, then smoke a robust cigar, and you'll be very pleased.
Which we had a fantastic meal before all this.
Yeah,
we did.
That's
very
true.
So, very good meal, and now we're enjoying some wine and some Maduro cigars. Now, Rick, I know you were saying like you're not an expert in everything, which you don't have to be when you're smoking, but like any kind of flavors that you're picking up as you're smoking it down.
Well, flavor wise, it is. I just can't get dark. I can't get dark out of my mind. So
yeah, it's dark, got
like a bitter chocolate kind of dark,
which is exactly what I'm getting.
What goes really good with this wine?
Absolutely.
Who's our wine tonight, Kevin?
He's had so much.
Brought to you by Mason from Napa Valley.
Very good pairing.
They were the inadvertent sponsors of this episode simply because my dad had a token sponsor because my dad busted out the bottle, or was it you?
Actually, he said pick what you want. And
it was a blind draw.
It was a blind draw
out of 250 bottles of wine, and that's what made the cut.
But I would tell you though, for reals though, I do know wine. I do love wine. Wine is like my jam. This is smoking very nicely with this wine.
Now, what kind of wine is this? Is it a
Cabernet.
cab?
Yeah, it's a beautiful Cabernet.
Napa Valley.
A bottle of.
It's a 2015 Napa Valley
Mason
cab.
Napa Valley, Oakville, by the way. And if you're a wine drinker out there, folks, you'll notice differences. And I don't mean to stray from the cigar path, but
it all pairs.
When you go from Stag's Leap on one side to Oakville on the other, you'll notice different tastes in the Cabernets, just like you will in a great cigar. From Maduro to Maduro, the wrappers are bold and oily, but you will taste the difference in the tobacco. You will taste the difference in the draw, and so pairing a great wine with your cigar is just as important as anything else you might have focused on.
And I don't get to often enjoy wine with a cigar, so thank you for providing the wine pop.
Cheers.
And thank you for picking that random bottle from my dad's wine collection.
My pleasure. Always my pleasure.
So make sure you're in frame, Dad. They like seeing you.
Oh, I look the other way. Opposite.
No, I have to contend with that all the time. I forget which way is up, which way is left or right. So there you go. We're all family here. So see, it's all pretty loose around here.
Less is more, people. Less is more.
Exactly. So. But Dad, what are your thoughts? Because I know you've had the Casa Cuevas. You've had pretty much. I think you've had all of them almost.
Except for the Reserva.
The Connecticut, the natural, right? Because you've had all the Coraline, the La Mandaria, and the Reserva Maduro. I'm going to have to get you some of those. Mm-hmm. So, because I just had that one recently, and that's the one I've smoked the least. But it's excellent. So definitely,
all the Casa Cuevas line has been impressive, tasty, just unusually good for a brand that isn't yet a household name. I've never had a bad smoke from anything in their line, from the high end, the La Mandaria. That's Spanish for the sledgehammer.
Exactly, and cool story behind that.
Right.
So check out the video from the review of the La Mandaria. You get to hear the story about that, which I'll have to tell you in between segments because it's pretty awesome.
Okay.
It is and it isn't, but it's an amazing story. So, but what are your thoughts on the Core Maduro, Pop?
Well, I don't mean to sound mundane, boring, or redundant, but again, like Rick said, that definitely that dark chocolate, but not as bitter on the palate as some dark chocolates might be. It's a little smoother. More of a cocoa to me than a dark chocolate, and just very tasty, very flavorful. And the smoke is rich from start to finish. I mean, these guys are trying to finish the middle third, and honestly, it's so good. I'm trying to hold back on the last third, which I'm sure will be just as good as the first 2/3. So it's a great smoke. It really is.
Absolutely. So we're going to keep smoking this down a little bit more, see if it transitions at all. It's been a while since I've had the Core Maduro, and I might end up being surprised. So it happens sometimes. But we'll be back with you guys in a sec with our thoughts on the second, third, and any other wackiness that is bound to happen. Yes, Rick needs more wine, so we need to break now.
More wine. Not to mention, by the way, while we break, Dodgers 1-6-2. Go Dodgers!
Woo!
Up in the World Series, 2-1.
All right.
We'll be back at you in a little bit.
All right. See you then. Okay, guys. We are winding down the second, third. And Rick had some...
Well, I'm more into the third.
Yeah, so. You're kind of you're getting there. You're moving down. But
what I noticed out of this cigar, this smoke, as you guys call it, through the middle, it got a little spicy. And I don't want to say peppery, but it was a spicy.
It was a spicy meatball.
It was a spicy, and I really enjoyed it. And then as I obviously got a little bit further into it here, that spiciness kind of faded off a little bit and led more to a softer, caramelly kind of French toast kind of thing.
A little bready, a little kind of almost like the cinnamony flavor you get from French toast.
Yeah.
And which is interesting. Yeah. Which is interesting because it's okay.
From the corners of my mind.
Didn't know we were making a musical.
But then the other side of it too, again going back to this wonderful wine plug, it brought out more sweet flavors, sweeter notes, cherry flavors, and of the wine itself.
Rick knows his
I'm
shit
really
with the wine.
With this,
like we talked about, the savory of the cigar and the sweetness of the wine, so it actually brings out more flavors in the wine.
And I noticed the same exact thing. Kind of blew me away because I love a good red wine, good Cab, good Merlot, and
we're not drinking any fucking Merlot.
Oh,
no Merlots.
Sorry.
Don't even worry about it. I gave up on trying to throw bleeps in there whenever somebody drops an F-bomb. So. But it definitely brought out more of the sweetness in the Cab, and it's delicious.
We'll drink Merlot on another day, but not today.
I'm sorry. I don't drink wine that often, so I'm not in the know. But I know for sure that this pairs very well with this Cab, and I'm gonna have to do that more often. Ding. Ring a ding ding. Exactly.
Yes.
Couldn't have put it
really like
any better. I'm glad you do. I'll have to send you home with a couple. But excellent smoke. I've always loved the Maduro, and I think this was a good one to go with the wine for sure.
The other thing too, when I was halfway through, you told me to do the what you call it?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I tried
lesson on retrohaling.
I tried to school Rick in retrohaling, and he
could do it.
He attempted.
No, I did it.
Well, he did it. He made the effort to do it, and the first time did not go so well.
No,
it was.
But the second time went not as bad.
Not as bad. There were some tears shed, some involuntary tears shed.
I'm gonna try it again.
Some hacking, some gagging. It wasn't pretty, folks.
It's not for everyone. Not everyone does it, and that's okay. So I'm sorry.
I'd rather have Vicks put up my nose than do that again.
Oh man, I wish I had caught the original one on camera, because that would have been pretty fun to watch. But he tried it. That's the whole point. So, but anyway,
that's why I'm almost done with mine.
So, all right, guys. Well, we're pretty much wrapping it up. We'll be back with our final thoughts real quick, and we'll let you know how we feel about the Maduro at the very end. So,
final thoughts and final sips.
Exactly. I doubt they'll be the absolute final sips for you.
Final sips for the episode.
Yes, exactly. So, we'll be back with you guys in a sec.
Peace. Oi, mates. It's time for an Aussie update.
I can't.
I know that's why you all tune into this show.
I can't.
It's not for the cigars, it's not for the wine, it's not for the witty banter. It's for the updates on Australian culture. It's on footy. Matters of major importance.
And who's this mainly for, Dad?
It's for our buddy Craig Brownham.
Uh-huh.
Craig. Cheers, mate. Everybody knows it's Friday in the States, and we know what day that means in Australia. It's Saturday. It's Grand Premiership Saturday. It's AFL Championship. It's what we've all waited for. 364 days of waiting, and now is the time. It's the Battle of the Cats. It's Geelong. It's Richmond. Everybody can't get as excited about as I do. But, mates, let me tell you what. It's footy time. It's Saturday. It's the battle of the footy. It's time for the premiership. Geelong, 12 all-time premierships. It's Richmond, who won 3 of the last 4. I'm telling you, mates, it's a battle of the Cats. It's something to get high for. The only thing that'll be missing at the Sydney Cricket Grounds is fans. Crikey, mates.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. But you'll be watching on telly, and we're excited. Root for your team. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be first grand final under the lights. It's going to be exciting. The world's going to be watching, and we're going to be there rooting for our team. Eh, mates?
Too right.
Oi, oi, oi.
Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
So it's going to be on 1:30 a.m. for all you Americans watching on TV. And if you're not watching, you're a bloody pilligan. That's all I got to say.
Fair dinkum. Fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum. 7:30 p.m. Australian Daylight Time. Everybody get your nachos, your bugs, your spuds, your Fosters, whatever you like.
No, Foster's is shit, mate.
Well, that goes without saying. Nonetheless,
will there be shrimp?
There'll be shrimps on the barbie, and we'll not be wearing our budgie smugglers, but we'll be sitting poolside. We'll be rooting for our favorite team, and we'll be drinking. We'll be smoking. Cheers, mates. Here's to the Grand Premiership. May the best man win.
Oh, fuck me dead.
Cheers, Craig.
And apologies to Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe, and our friend Craig, and the Australian government for all of this dodgy Australian impressionism.
By the way, we tried to keep the dodginess to a minimum. Thanks,
I don't think we succeeded.
We do our best with what we have.
There you go, guys. There's your latest Aussie update. Hope you enjoyed it.
Well, thank you for letting me join you tonight and for this broadcast.
Right.
Taking a trip down under, as it were.
Right.
So I like going down under.
And my friend Rick, he brings a whole new meaning to the words down under.
Especially on a Friday.
On a Friday.
The standards drop way down.
Right.
Down under.
G'day, mates. Good night, mates.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm empty again.
We're all empty. On the inside. All right, guys. We have one of us is wrapped up already. It was that good for him, and he just kept going and going until he couldn't go anymore.
Had to have it.
And
he laughed, he cried, it became a part of him.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
So we are wrapping up the Casa Cuevas Core Line Maduro, and
we all know what it's like to have a great core.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wrong subject, Pop.
My bad.
So my core is not that good anyway. But moving on. So
and for those of you parents who are dealing with Common Core, It's not that either.
No, it's not. We don't want to talk about that. Anyway.
Sorry.
So.
My bad again.
Rick.
My bad.
Since you smoked it all the way down.
Yes.
And you enjoyed it
all
just
the
from
way down to Chinatown.
I enjoyed every last minute.
Awesome.
Of that oral fixation.
From the rooted to the tooted.
He couldn't help himself.
I couldn't.
He couldn't
We
help
almost
himself.
got through a whole segment without
too many
going
puns
there.
or
No
double
puns. What do you
entendres.
mean? I took it all the way down to the end.
Yes, you did. You
It was
absolutely
good.
did.
I truly finish your question.
No.
Answer it.
So I guess the question I want to ask is: are you more or less a Cuevas convert at this point? You enjoyed it that much? You would definitely
being
smoke
that
it.
I was never one way or the other for any specific cigar, I couldn't say convert. What I will say is that when I do in the future look to smoke a cigar, I will measure most other cigars to what I just smoked from front to back.
To quote Nicolas Cage, "That's high praise."
You know, I believe what Rick is trying to say is, I don't often smoke cigars.
But when
But
I
when I do,
I smoke
smoke
Casa
Casa
Cuevas.
Cuevas. Yes.
Well, I'm very happy to hear
Stay
that.
smoky, my friends.
Yes, exactly.
Stay smoky.
So I'm very happy to hear that, just because I mean, it goes without saying. Casa Cuevas being the sponsor of Dad Smoking Cigars, reviewing all the Casa Cuevas cigars up to this point, and with a couple more left to do. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm very glad you enjoyed it, and
did,
it paired
very much so.
excellent with the wine that we got to enjoy.
Yes.
That was like a huge plus for
One
this
more
whole
time.
thing. One more time, but we actually moved on to another vino just a minute ago.
right,
so
right.
you want to do another little shameless plug, pal?
So we've moved on to our Dow from Central Coast, Paso Robles,
Paso
which
Robles
is
area.
a phenomenal Cabernet. This is a 2016 vintage, a little young, a little tight, as my friend likes to say.
A little tight, a little young, but a lot of
nonetheless.
potential, and it opens nicely.
Say
Yes,
what
sir.
you will in the comments. I would love to see all of your
Do you do
responses
fact
to.
checking?
Um,
I don't think we threw out anything that was not factual.
No, we did not throw anything that was not factual, but just based off of the verbiage and comments and things we've said, go for it. I want to see your guys' response in the comments. And I will be sending this guy messages like, "Oh,
Yes.
you have no idea what these people are saying." So
I want to see it.
yes, you do.
To
So,
the Cuevas family, me gusta más.
yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Es un cigarro más fino.
Yes, exactly. Couldn't have put it better myself. So, Dad, final thoughts on the Maduro. You've had it before, but I also know that you have a great experience each time.
Exactly. I bought a box of these, not expecting a whole lot, but I got to tell you, every time I smoke one from start to finish, it's just an enjoyable cigar. A friend of mine uses an expression, this could be my desert island smoke. So if I was stranded on a desert island and I only had one box of cigars with me, Casa Cuevas, the Maduro, all day, every day. This would be a
Absolutely.
great cigar. In
It
fact,
is.
I would ration myself to one a day, and as hard as that might be, and hopefully I could make fire and light my cigars,
And hopefully it would only take you 20 days to be rescued.
right? 'Cause then I'd be in real trouble. I might have to cut them in half.
Oh,
to ration
no.
myself, but
And that's a no-no.
right.
That is an absolute no-no. You don't do that. But desperate times, right?
Right, desperate measures. So we're talking desert island, we're talking survival here, we're talking Casa Cuevas.
Yes, we are. So there you have it. That would be a good desert island smoke. Rick enjoyed it. His first Cuevas.
I give it
a
two
s-
thumbs up.
a seal of approval.
This guy.
Can't get any better than that. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. We had a blast shooting this video. It was a lot of fun. So thanks for joining us, Rick.
It was my
It
pleasure.
was a great time. So
My pleasure.
But still got a couple more cigars to review. You guys will catch those in the weeks to come. But until then, I will catch you guys in the next one.
On a flip-flop. Peace!
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Craig.
I think he's heard you.
I'm almost
Right.
out of wine again.
We got more.
Okay.
And now it's time for Outtakes with Dad. Oh, yeah.
Tip of the tongue, lips and the teeth. Yellow leather, red leather. Yellow leather, red leather. Okay, let's go. Dude, you should have us do that.
This is why I normally fly solo.
I'm ready.
Are you?
Oh, well, it's about me, right?
A little bit, yeah. I don't like to make it easy on myself, apparently.
And we're rolling.
And we're rolling. So, okay.
On a river?
Down the river.
Better than being up Schitt's Creek.
Without a paddle. All right, dad jokes are done. Well, they're not, but anyways.
More after this.
Yes, exactly.
I thought this was Dad's with cigars, not Dad's with jokes.
No, the jokes come with the cigars.
Oh, they do?
Is no extra charge.
No.
Is it in the wrapper?
It's
There will be no wrap on this broadcast.
It's an accessory. So,
right.
Of course, the battery starts to die. I have all the luck right now.
Then Grizzly?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, but he makes more money than you do.
Well, I wasn't going to argue that.
Okay. Right.
Do your thing, Dad.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Do your
All
dance. Right. Do your dance. Do your dance quick. Nah.
See how that looks on there? Is that okay?
That's okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay.
Crikey.
You look Australian, mate.
For an ash now.
My nub is an ash.
3, 2, 1. Beep.
Well, that was fun.
Shots.
Shots.
Hey guys, thanks again for tuning into this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and also follow Dad Smoking Cigars on dads_smoking_cigars on Instagram, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Until then, guys, stay smoky, and I'll see you in the next one.